This podcast is being recorded and produced on Gadigal land.
We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this country and elders past, present.
We extend our respect to any First Nations, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people joining us today.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
I'm Brittney Saunders.
And I'm alright, hey, and this is High Scrollers, the podcast version of your favourite group chat.
If it's trending, going viral or has you gripped, we're talking about it. Coming up on today's episode, I'm going to make the call right now, Matt. This is the best episode we've ever done.
You reckon?
Yes, this has been
gosh.
really fucking good.
Oh.
So I'm just saying that. That's what I'm saying. But oh my God, have we got some stuff to talk about in this episode?
We've got so many things. We're talking about scammers, scam calls, scamming people.
I have been scammed by a customer.
Yeah.
And I'm here in Scrollers to tell you the story. I'm not putting this on Insta or anything. It's an exclusive and you're not going to fucking believe it, and Matt couldn't.
It is one of the best stories I've ever heard Brittney say, and the way she tells it, I was on the edge of my
and
bloody seat.
And I'll tell you what, Matt always says to me, hurry up, you're taking so long to tell a fucking story. He was like, keep going. I don't want this to end.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was enthralled. But anyway, I've almost been scammed. I've also scammed someone else before we talk about everything. We expose ourselves in this episode. Plus, Brittney's got a really good idea on a way of how to save money in the cost of living crisis. It's pretty unhinged, and I don't know if I am on board.
I'm starting a cult.
Yes, yeah.
And you're all invited.
I don't know if I'm on board with the idea yet, but I don't know. You be the judge, Scrollers.
Plus, Matt's got us questioning something that we've never thought about before, and it's regarding rocket ships. I know it sounds random, but you're probably going to feel the same as us.
I know that we're not the smartest tools in the shed, but that conversation made me feel really dumb. All that and more coming up on this episode of High Scrollers. Deal me in doll. Let's go.
All right.
Oh, it's a new way to start the podcast, isn't it?
I didn't know we started, but let's...
I was waiting for a good morning.
Well, it's not morning anymore, actually.
Oh.
So I think... I can't say it. It's actually 12:41 p.m. at the time that we're recording this. It usually is morning. Good morning. Matthew.
Morning.
Good morning, Matthew. How are you today?
Feeling average, but you know what? Glad to be here.
By the way, we made a broadcast channel on Instagram.
Yeah.
If any of you aren't part of it, go to Matt's Insta profile because it's annoyingly not on my bloody profile because you made it.
Yeah.
If you go on Matt's actual profile, you'll see it. It's just called Scrollers. Tap it, join, then you can chat with us.
Yeah.
I put in there the other day, what has been your favourite Scrollers memory so far? And I love that so many people wrote the episode where you were on painkillers.
Yeah, I know. Oh, fingers crossed for another, hospital trip soon so that we can bring you the entertainment you know and love.
Fucked that day.
I know. And what a great time that was in my life.
It made for a good podcast, like a change of tone.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I love that we've created that little broadcast channel. Sure, there are a lot of things about the broadcast channel that are annoying. When you share it to your story, my photos on it. I wish we could put the High Scrollers logo.
The picture is your profile picture, but hopefully Instagram allows us to change the little pictures on our broadcast channels.
Yeah, and then you still don't have replies in your other ones.
Yeah, that pisses me off. I did a little rant in my channel last night about that. So the way that Instagram works, and I get it, they come out with new features. And instead of just giving it to every single Instagram account, they just will give it to a random percentage of users. Mm-hmm. And I guess they test out this feature and see if people use it. Then they spread it out to everyone else.
Yeah.
So in our broadcast channels, which is in the DMs for any of you that don't know, it's like a group DM. Matt got a notification. People can now reply to you in your broadcast channel. So every time Matt writes in his, people can just click reply and then it creates a whole chain of people talking to one another and everyone can reply to one another. It's amazing. But I don't have that on my own Instagram account. So any channel that I create, no one can fucking reply to me. But because you created ours and I've joined as a moderator or admin or whatever, everyone can reply to us in there.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed I get it soon, but come on.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on.
We've got to iron out some of the finer details in that Scrollers. Also, you are well and truly already much more of a contributor to that group
That's
than
right.
I am.
I like doing that. So I will be the main moderator and you can be the celebrity that pops in every now and then.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know how people feel about broadcast channels because they're so new. I don't want them to be annoying, you know.
Yeah.
I want them to always provide value. I never really like jump into my broadcast channel, my personal one, unless I'm like really trying to like give them something a little bit different. Or
well, I just did a photo of you in ours and we're in the studio, so that makes sense.
Little behind the scenes. I love that one thing we're doing is giving the no context spoilers in advance.
Yes.
So that you can kind of try and guess, because my whole thing was I would every Tuesday post my no context spoilers on my Instagram story.
Yeah.
And people, because they're usually listening before I'm even awake, because they're
like,
always
they've
on
already
their
seen,
hot
already
girl
heard
walk
it.
and everything. They've already heard it, so they're like trying to connect the dots. But I thought it's actually good if you're in the broadcast channel, because now you get the spoilers a day early.
You can try and guess what we're going to talk about, and it's
Exactly.
probably always going to be wrong, because I feel like the no context spoilers is like, what the fuck is that? And then when you
Literally.
finally listen, you're like, okay, they all make sense now.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
we're going to try to give you more exclusive stuff in our broadcast channel. We obviously only made it a couple of days ago, but we want to give you like first access to things, you know, never seen before content, all sorts of stuff. And we're only just getting started with it. So please join if you haven't already.
And it's just fun to continue the conversation, because I think like people forget that we just like talk here and then that's basically it. And yes, unless people send us an email or write a comment on our post, or I do get a lot of DMs like every time I wake up to a new episode, there's like all these DMs. But now perhaps like that's where those people can chat and then other people can chat with them.
Yeah,
and
you
like,
can quite literally have a conversation with everyone in there, which is awesome.
So it's nice, but nice people only. Thanks. We don't need drama in the broadcast channel.
Imagine if we get some haters in there. Bring it on. It'll spice it up.
Blocker. Joe, I'll be blocking everyone. You know who I have to block though? I cannot stop getting. I haven't stopped getting scam calls like all week. Like they've ramped it up lately, and I'm a bit over it. Are you getting like literally last night I was sitting in my car. I was at a meeting. I was sitting in my car last night. In the space of 10 minutes, I got 4 scam
they're always
calls.
after hours as well, I've noticed.
Right?
And they're from mobile numbers. So you think it's someone legit, but they're actually calling from like a call center or whatever, using a fake like mobile number.
Yep.
I've been getting the same. AJ's been getting the same. But mine are on another level recently, Matt.
What's been happening? You've made me worried.
No. Okay, so I get those regular ones. And do you find a lot of the time when you get these whatever calls they are, they just hang up half the time?
Yeah, half the time.
And then other time they're trying to sell you energy or whatever it is. I've been getting spam calls, but they're sales pitches for my business. Like a pitch, not picture, like a picture on the wall. So I've had so many people call me lately. Hey, Brittney, like they know my name. Hey, Brittney, I'm calling you up about Fate the Label. Like they know I'm Brittney and that I'm Fate the Label. They somehow know my company details and they've got my number. Mind you, my number is nowhere. Like it's not listed on anything. It's not on. I went through my LinkedIn, like thinking, where the fuck have I accidentally put my number? And they have my email too. And usually I just say, I'm not interested in a sales call. Like I'll just say, most of the time they're nice. And I'll say, is this a sales call? And they're like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm not interested. Sorry. But they have like a really friendly approach. And so I got one quite literally just a couple of days ago. And the guy on the phone was really nice. Like, hey, Britt, I'm so-and-so calling from here. I'm calling up about Fate. And I'm like, I said, I'm sorry, but how did you get my number? Like I just outright asked, because I'm like, how the fuck are all these people getting my number, email? They know the company that I own and know what we do. And he said, oh, I got it from this website called Lucia. What? And I'm like, what's Lucia? And he spelled it. I'm like, can you spell it out? Because I wanted to write it down. Lusha. I'm fucking calling these people out.
Oh, here we go. What's
calling
happened?
These people out. So then I'm like, what the fuck is Lucia? So then I'll go to Google right now. Lucia. Lucia provides high quality, unique premium data where you need it most, on social networks, the web, Salesforce, or directly on your product. Essentially, I'm pulling up their homepage now. Connect with verified business-to-business contact data for effective prospecting. Access accurate contact details to grow your business, build stronger relationships, and close more deals. So businesses can go and sign up to this Lucia, pay money, I'm assuming, like it says start for free, but I'm sure there's paid bits in it too. They can sign up to this and then find details of anyone they want to contact that is in business. I have never spoken to this company. I have never given them my details. I've never given them permission to put them on their fucking website. So what did I do? I contacted them. I contacted this Lucia. Mind you, there's no way to contact them. Like, you don't go to contact us and they've just got like an info@lucia.com.
Yeah.
I had to pretend that I was interested in signing up.
Right.
So I put in my fucking company details, how many employees we had, all because I wanted to talk to someone from there. Because I'm like, I'm pissed off. I'm going to pretend that I'm interested because I just want to talk to someone at this company. So I sent through a thing on their website, like filled out all the shit. And then I got an email from someone that works there. And they said, "Hi, Brittney Saunders. Thank you for your recent interest in Lucia. I would be happy to schedule in a time with you to follow up in person. What is the best number at which you would like me to reach you? Or if it's easier, please use my calendar link here. I look forward to connecting soon." And I said, "Hi."
Tell me you've had the meeting.
No, but I should.
Oh,
I
yeah.
should have went and had a meeting and then called them out on it.
And got him on the phone. That's what I would have done.
I should have, but I was just raging when I got that as well. And I'm
Okay.
like, fuck you, that's not why I'm contacting you. And so I wrote, "Hi," person's name. "Thanks for getting back to me. I was actually reaching out," and this is on the 22nd of August. So what is it now? The 29th.
Oh, no response, I'm
No
guessing?
response, yeah. I said, "Thanks for getting back to me. I was actually reaching out because I'm a business owner and have been receiving an appalling amount of cold sales calls lately. Someone who called me told me they got my number and email off your website. I have never given permission to have my details listed on Lucia. Can I please have them removed now and never have them put on your website again at any point in the future? Thank you." No fucking reply.
Follow up, I'd send another one.
I
saying,
did. So I did this
okay.
morning because I knew that I wanted to rant to you about this.
Yeah, okay.
So I just replied again today. "Hi, can I please get a reply?" Fuck you, Lucia. Like, I get that you're a business and that's great for people wanting to connect, but I feel like they should get permission off the business owners.
But where have they got it from?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, is someone out there stealing people's data and selling? You know, people always talk about your data being stolen and whatever. I have never given any business-to-business fucking networking company rights to my email and phone number. Yet, put it on there, write that I own Fate, the label. Then people can call me directly and try and sell me something.
Yeah.
So, fuck you.
Wow. So that's so weird because I'm getting totally different scam and spam calls.
What have you been getting?
Like you sound like you're talking to like actual humans.
And I'm talking to like down-to-earth normal people. And I'm like,
Right.
and so he was so nice. That's why I said, "I'm so sorry, but how did you get my number? And how do you know my name?" He's like, "Oh, Lucia." I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, so I'm getting like sometimes automated messages being like, "This is a message from the Australian government. You have a tax bill." And I'm like it's like automated. In fact, you know what? I have a voicemail because one of them sent me a voicemail. Like, this is what I'm getting. Let me play this voicemail for you.
你好，移民局语音通知，你有一则文件通知尚未领取，查询详情，英文服务按1，中文服务请按2。
Like, sorry, I don't know what you've said,
I haven't gotten
but she
any like
sounds
that.
stressed. I hope she's all right.
Can
But
someone translate? No, isn't there
No, I
apps
got
now that-
people to translate, and I can't remember what it said, but it was like a scam vibe.
Wow, and I'll tell you what I always think with these scam calls, I feel so bad for all like the vulnerable elderly people that would like get these calls like, "You owe money to the ATO," and they fucking fall for it. "Please enter your card details now."
Yeah.
Imagine the poor old people that have fallen victim to these scams.
I know. You know, I almost fell victim to a scam recently, and I'm one of those people who are like, if you fall victim to an online scam, you're an idiot, you know, because I see TikToks and stuff of people being like, "Guys, I just got scammed.
Yes.
Hopefully this never happens to you." And they lay out all the things, like they lay out what happened, and I go, well, obviously that's a scam, right?
But
like,
then you nearly
but
fell.
then I nearly fell for it. So
Oh.
I'm in this group on Facebook for like books buy, swap and sell.
Yeah.
And it's really good because you can get like limited edition or special edition books, or like if I don't give away or get rid of any of my books. I'm trying to build a library, but there are people who like when they're done with a book, they'll give it away or swap it for another one. And so I'm in there because sometimes people just sell them like on Marketplace, and we'll put the listing in there. So it was Marketplace listing for all these books, and I was like, oh my God, these books are so rare. Like, where, like special editions of Fourth Wing and all the rest of it. I was like, this is so exciting. So I've messaged her, I'm going back and forth, and she like wouldn't answer my like questions properly or like get straight to the point. And then we just kept going round and round in circles. You know what? I screenshotted it to my sister, who's like full scam aware. Like my sister thinks like
She's
everything
not an
in life is a
antivirus.
scam. And I sent her some screenshots, so I will tell you exactly how this conversation went because it was really convincing. So I've written back to the listing and she was like, hey, where are you from? I was like, Sydney, Australia. What about you? Might cost me too much to get them because she had listed them for $5 each. And I was like, if she's somewhere in America and she's sending 20 books,
It's gonna be
like
heavy.
that's very heavy. So I'm like, the shipping probably won't be worth it. And she didn't answer where she was from and how much it would cost. She just goes, can you afford $5 per book? And I was like, yes. And she was like, what's your shipping address? Give me the list of the ones you would want. I gave her my address.
No, Matt.
Thankfully, I did use my business address and
Okay,
not my
that's
home
all right.
address.
But that's a first sign if someone's asking for your address straight up.
Really? But she's selling me books. I was
Nah,
like,
don't trust.
So she's like, what's your shipping address? And give me the list of the books that you would like. And so I've given her the address, thankfully, as I said, business address. And even the name is all right, hey. Like I haven't even used my name.
That's good then.
And then she just said, okay. And that was it. And I was like, are you Australian? The price will be a little bit different for me if you're elsewhere. Thinking if she's in America and she's wanting $5 per book, well...
Wait, was this on Marketplace?
Yeah.
Why would you think it was overseas? Did you set your thing to worldwide?
Well, she's in that book group and that's
it's a worldwide
a worldwide group.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then she goes, what's your payment method? Oh my God, I'm so stupid. I go, I'm happy to just bank transfer unless you happen to be in Sydney.
Matt, stop.
I was
Use
like-
PayPal always, everyone. This is your PSA.
I was like, I can pick them up and give you cash, but the chances of you being in Sydney are slim because she still hasn't told me where she's from.
It's giving red flags left, right, and centre.
Really?
Yes.
See, I'm so dumb because and then she goes, do you have PayPal?
Perfect, yes.
I think that would be easier. I said, yeah, I can do that. And then she sent me her PayPal username. I said, where are you located? I want to work out how much shipping will be because I don't want it to be too expensive. She goes, don't worry about shipping. It's already included. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't understand. You don't even know how much this is going to like cost. So now I'm getting like a little bit weird. And this is the point where I like screenshot it to my sister.
It wasn't any of the other things that made you question. It's this.
No, yeah. I'm going, she won't answer any of the questions that I'm asking. Why is she avoiding the question? And then I'm like, well, PayPal, why would she want me, if it was a scam, why would she want me to go through PayPal?
Yeah, because you can get your money back straight away with PayPal.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker.
What?
No, you can't. Because what happens is when they go, let me know once you are done with the like PayPal thing and all the rest of that. I said, what's the email address for PayPal? I'm in Australia, so we don't do usernames here. We do email address, which is true. I needed her email address. Yep. I'm on there. The money's there, ready to get transferred. Which, by the way, like like all of the books only came to like $60.
Yeah.
So I was like, even if I'm getting scammed, it's $60. You know what I mean? Like I was like, it's not like I'm spending $5,000 on books, and if I lose that, it's the end of the world. I'm like, $60. Like we can take the risk is where my mind was at the time. And then I asked my sister, and she was like, that is so clearly a scam. Do not respond. But my thing is, I was like, I don't understand. I asked my sister, like, I don't understand. She said, through PayPal, like if I didn't get the stuff, she's like, no, because when you put it through PayPal, like their settings will be like friends and family payments only or something like that. So anyone who pays them becomes friends and family.
I thought that
and then you
PayPal was good with that shit.
You can't get a refund because you've nominated them as like a friends and family, which you'd think that you would have to
prove
that you're like, I would have to select that box or something. So I don't know. I didn't go through with it, but I am like notorious for being like, oh, everyone is dumb for being scammed online. And meanwhile, I almost got scammed, but also $60. Like at least it wasn't like she didn't.
No, and you hear stories on the news, like you see segments on A Current Affair and stuff where people get scammed out of tens of thousands. I saw one the other night. I didn't actually watch it, but I was listening in the background, and someone had been scammed of all of their savings, and they couldn't get it back.
Wow.
Like straight to jail. And I'll tell you another thing that I love when you see, I don't know if you've seen on TikTok, but there are guys out there who have like YouTube channels and TikTok accounts where their whole content is calling out those scammers, and like they somehow tap into the cameras in these scam offices, and they watch them through the camera. It's like, I can see you right now, and like they know their real name, and then the scammers really freak out. I love watching that kind of content.
I love that too.
It's
and they're like, that's a nice blue shirt you're wearing.
Yes, and they somehow also can like reverse the scam and scam the scammers. I don't know how they do that with technology, but those people are out here doing God's work.
I don't know his name, but that guy that like acts like a little old woman doing the gift cards, and he's like, "Oh, so you want me to put it here?" And you can hear them on the other line being like, "No, don't put it there." And they're like,
Yes.
"Oh, I'm putting it in here." And
I
then
love it.
they like redeem the gift card in the wrong
Wasting
place.
scammers' time. Sorry, but if you're a scammer, not that we're listening to any scammers on here, you're the scum of the fucking earth.
Yeah, agree.
If you are
actually.
out there scamming innocent people, you are scum of the earth.
Crazy to me, but also have to give them props for being so smart to be able to pull that off because I couldn't pull it off.
Appreciate the hustle, but you're a scum of the earth.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think like how could you actually not only just scam people, but then get away with it also? Like, I feel like the risk of getting caught of scamming people is not worth going through the scam.
Maybe because if we're in different countries, like, is there any laws? There might have to be in the future. International scamming laws.
It just seems like a lot of effort, and I couldn't be bothered. I think I'd scam people if I could be bothered, but I can't.
Okay, actually, I used to scam people in Habbo Hotel.
Oh, how? I never played that.
Oh, so we would do these games in Habbo, like costume change game.
Okay.
And then you would like invite everyone to your room and set it up as a game. And there's like one good piece of furniture that people would win at the end if they won. And so you have themes, kind of like the Dress to Impress game. You dress up and people win the theme and dress the best, and each person gets kicked out as they like get out of the game kind of thing. You're left with the final two and whatever. And people had to pay or donate furniture to play. And then you would just kick them all out at the end and make your room like private and gone. And then you keep all their coins and the furniture. And then I have scammed in that way, admittedly.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And
See,
Falling
that's
Fernie
smart.
was another Habbo game. Like furniture just all of a sudden pops up on the ground. Everyone's got to run to it, kind of like musical chairs. And same, you just kick them all out at the end and they've like paid to play.
Wow.
But it wasn't real money. It was like little furniture or like little Habbo coin things.
Always been a cash grabber, you have.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No. Okay. I've got respect for scammers, but also scum of the earth. You heard it here first. Hey, as I said, if I had the brain capacity and the willpower and could be bothered, I'd probably try it.
I wonder if any scrollers have ever scammed someone, and if they have
email.
Yeah, please email us. Have you ever scammed someone? Like, we will keep it anonymous, and I won't call you scum of the earth. If someone has a good story about scamming, fucking hit us up.
Maybe like a revenge scam story.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when it's appropriate to scam someone is in a revenge situation, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and going back to me saying if I could be bothered, I'd never be preying on little old ladies and things.
No.
But I just feel like, you know, scams as in like, you know, getting a refund for something that isn't, oh my god, I actually have done a scam before.
Oh, I've got a story too, Matt.
Oh my god,
I've got a story.
I've never told this on the internet before, but
No,
we've both got a
you
story.
start first because I've got a story.
Okay, mine's probably not as bad as yours, but more so embarrassing for me. So basically, when I was like first starting out on YouTube, this like photographer basically messaged me and was like, I want to do like a big photo shoot, like it's going to be free and like blah, blah, blah. And it's like just to increase my portfolio, but you can use all the photos. And I was like, sure, like I'd love to do a photo shoot, like me getting free pics and stuff. And he's like, you know, I'd go and like so I was speaking to my manager at the time, and he was like, you go and take my card, my like credit card, go and buy like all new outfits and for the photo shoot, because like, you know, you want to look good, you want to get new outfits, you want to look put together, let's get. And he goes, but keep all the tags on. And I was like, okay, yeah, no worries. Not knowing what was going to happen here.
So you didn't think why he said that?
No, I was like, oh, why keep the tags on? Maybe he wants them, I don't know,
Yeah, okay.
whatever. So anyway, then I go with the credit card.
This is going.
I go to General Pants Co. and I'm like, tap, 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 tap on the credit card, tap, 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 buy all these clothes. I'm like, woo. And then I went and did the photo shoot in all these like brand new, like I spent $1,000 on his credit card for like all these clothes from General Pants. Mind you, I had like I was still working at McDonald's at the time for like $200 a week. Like I had no money in my account. So I was like, woo, I've got a credit card. I've never had a credit card, and still to this day, I don't have a credit card and never had. So I'm like, I've got a credit card. La, 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 la. Spending all this money in General Pants Co, going crazy. And then anyway, the girl who served me knew who I was and was like, oh my God, hey, like love your YouTube videos and stuff. And I'm hitting off with her and I'm going, yeah, no, look at all this money I have. I've got a credit card. I'm getting all this. all these outfits. Go and do the photo shoot. And then I like give all the clothes to him and I'm like, there you go. There's your credit card back and all the clothes. I don't know what you're going to do with them. And he's like, oh no, you've got to go back and return them. I went, no.
But this
what
is
do
a
you
thing.
mean?
This
Because
is a thing.
this is actually what happens. And see, to him, working in this industry for so long, that was a very normal thing to do because so many people do that in the industry.
I've heard that. People do it like for celebrities and everything.
Yeah, like you're going and buying an outfit, wearing it for a photo shoot or whatever it may be, and returning it the next day and getting the money back and keeping all the tags on. That evidently happens so often. That is the one and only time I've done this. But the walk of shame I had to do back into general
I would
pants
have made the
next
manager
day.
go and do that, thank you.
I said that. I said that he should have done that. And he was like, no, because you have got to go back to the same store that it was from, which like I was young and naive. I had no idea. And I went back to the General Pants Co, which was on the Central Coast. And like my manager at the time was living in Sydney. So I was like, okay, so I had to go back. I had to walk back in to that girl.
No.
Who knew I was and be like, yeah, buyer's regret. Like I just want to like get
I couldn't.
put it all.
I couldn't.
So she refunded the whole thing the very next day. But then I was posting the bloody photos,
no.
and it's one of those things that have never left my mind. I'm like, this
I wonder if
girl,
she still follows you.
well, I'm like, this girl from General Pants knows. Like, imagine me coming in, getting all the, making your budget for the day, basically, coming back the next day and going, sorry, want to return
And
all
you've
this.
stuffed up her budget
And then,
too.
yeah, I know, 4 weeks later, there I am posting the photos of me and all the clothes on Instagram.
Oh, no.
I was like, this is like the most mortifying and embarrassing thing of my life. And I've never like done that again because of how guilty and gross like it was to do that. But like, just letting all of you know, that happens so often in this. And people, I actually know people who are, the other thing as well, they're really big influencers with like millions of followers. I know for a fact that they have gone to, a nice boutique dress shop in Double Bay, gotten a dress for the night, worn it to an event all night, and then gone and returned it the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And that is happening way more than you probably think it is.
Well, I worry that people will do that at Fate. Like they'll buy a dress and then wear it and then just send it back.
Mm.
It's like, which is dodgy. But I've got a High Scrollers.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear your story.
I've
Here we
got
go.
a High Scrollers exclusive. I actually was going to talk about it in my Big Business podcast, but I feel like it's more spicy.
Crossover.
Yeah. Shout out Big Business and High Scrollers collab. I recently I got an email. I'm talking 2 weeks ago from Afterpay.
Oh.
And actually, let me get the email up. I'll read it out.
I could just tell by your body language the way this
I've,
story is going to
perked up.
go. You're like, here we go. Are we calling someone out in this?
Yes.
Yeah, I know, because you act in the same way as you did about Lucia.
This is me just calling people out left, right, and centre. Look, I'm not going to say this person's name, but I got an email from someone that works at Afterpay in Australia. Urgent, in capital letters, ... Afterpay disputes. Fate the label with a case number. Hi, Brittney. I hope you're well. Our finance team has noticed an increase in disputes from one of your customers. It appears they may be using the dispute system to get refunds. At your earliest convenience, could someone from your team please log into our business hub to address these disputes? Blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much. So I've logged into our Afterpay hub. And you can go to the section which has disputes. So if for whatever reason someone's shopped with Afterpay and let's say they haven't got their parcel for whatever reason, you can go into your Afterpay account or whatever and be like, this never showed up kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Like anyone can do that. I think you can do the same with PayPal and you could even do the same like with your bank if a parcel hasn't shown up. So then I went into our disputes thing and there they were. About 15 disputes over the last 2 months, I'm talking, from one customer.
Wow.
I'm not going to say her name, but I can see it right here on my screen. She has thought that she was cheating the system of Afterpay and Fate by placing orders with us and then just hitting, I never got this or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Thinking that no one would recognize that and that she would get her money back. And because she did this all within such a short time frame, she probably thought that she was getting away with it because she did it one day and was getting away with it. So she did it again and again and again. What's disgusting actually is I hope she's fucking listening to this.
Oh, God, I'm so nervous.
She is in our Fate Society Facebook group. She's part of our community, which is like this group that we have. She engages in that. Not only that, she listens to the podcasts. And on all of these recent orders that she's been doing with us, mind you, the orders are $500, $600, $400 because she has thought that she's getting everything for free. So she's been placing huge orders multiple times a week. She even leaves notes on her orders because customers can leave notes at checkout. Like this is one of her notes on one of her most recent orders from August 8th. I absolutely love how your Fate pieces make me feel. So I'm grabbing some goodies for my bestie to support her through a rough time. Hoping to also snag some black downtowns for her to give her some confidence in interviewing for a new job. Thank you to the team for always shipping out our orders so quickly. I also want to say I absolutely love the videos Claire has been posting. I've been watching them on repeat. Such an asset to your team. I would love for her to pack my order. Like that's a new employee that we have. Thanks again. Absolutely love Fate and Xander. If you know, you know, which is the producer of my Big Business podcast. She has been leaving notes on her orders. Love your products. This is another note from another order, which is August 2nd. So just a few days before the August 8th one. Love your products. This is my 5th order this week. She has thought that she's getting all of this for free. Fate Society definitely making my FOMO strong. Could I please get one of the pink bees in my order? Would love to post a try on haul with matching pink bee. You snarky thing, being in my community, like in our Fate Society, listening to the podcasts, you know, following, and she very well may love us, love Fate and everything, but she's doing this all the while thinking that she's going to dispute every single one through Afterpay and not have to pay a cent and keep the clothes. Number one, you're scamming Afterpay because they will have to, you know, do something about it. And then you're scamming me because I would have to refund every single order if those disputes like went through kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like how can you want to be part of a community, love a brand, listen to the pods, but you're absolutely rorting the system and trying to take advantage of my business at the same time? Like that's disgusting. So I went into our Fates because straight away I jumped in our Fate Society group because she mentioned it. And saw she was in there. She was a member. I sent her a message.
Oh my God. I'm sitting on the just quietly over here. I am sweating. My armpits have never been so wet.
This is like $5,000.
Oh my God.
She is trying to get a free product.
This is like the best season finale to any TV show. I am so engaged in this story. Keep going. Come on. Go. We don't even stop for an ad break, Hannah.
I messaged her because I just wanted to give her, I don't know, the benefit of the doubt, even though I know she's taken the absolute piss.
Yeah.
Hey, said her name. This is just from my Facebook account because I'm in the group too. It's Brittney here from Fate. I saw you're a member of our Fate Society group and have placed 20 orders with us. That's how many she's done in total. And have left us some beautiful notes because they were nice notes. I've been in conversation with Afterpay today about all of your recent disputes. I have cross-checked all of your tracking numbers and can see all of your parcels have been delivered. I was wondering if you could provide some clarification as to why you have disputed 15 orders since June 3rd. Thank you. Never got a reply. So I went into the Afterpay hub, and so I then go through and dispute her dispute kind of thing. And then I've got to provide the tracking details and everything. So I went through and did that for every single one. This girl is going to owe Afterpay thousands and thousands of dollars because she's thought that she could get away with placing all these orders. Like, why would you do them all in such a short time too? Like, they're all going to stack on top of one another. And if she doesn't have this $5,000 or whatever to pay Afterpay, then she's going to get hit with all those Afterpay fees. You know, if you miss a payment or whatever, they like charge you. I don't know how Afterpay works. I've never had it.
Neither.
But if you miss your payment for the month, they'll like put, I don't know what percentage on top. So then you'll accumulate interest as well.
And then if you don't pay, I'm pretty sure it just goes to debt collectors. Like, my God.
Why would you be so stupid? So like, this is my message to everyone. Number one, you can't scam in that way. Like, it doesn't work. Like, the system will flag that just like it did for Afterpay. And also, you're taking advantage of me. Like, I would have been out of pocket all that money and the product as well. Like, she would have kept the clothes and I would have had to have refunded all that because Afterpay would have pulled it through my account.
Yeah.
Never heard back from her. She hasn't placed an order since.
That is like, I don't even feel bad about my like photo shoot now because I thought that was the end of the world, but that truly has just blown that out of the water.
That's
I'm like,
up.
Right?
And like the whole being in our community
Well,
and being
that's the
really
thing.
nice, like
I'm
that
like-
is what makes me feel like sick.
Yeah.
That she's listening to the podcasts. loving it, following me,
Yeah.
being in our community, engaging with our community. And sure, she very well obviously is loving our clothes, but she's wanting to get them for fucking free.
Yeah. And I don't want to say like fair enough, but I'm like, fair enough you're scamming someone, but like to go above and beyond and be like, love you so much and can this person pack my order and love and be so like
And no
in the
employees'
community.
names, Xander's name,
that's like
Fate
wild.
Society.
That
Like,
is wild.
You cannot do that. Like, that's fucking fraud. And so that was it. I haven't heard from her. Like, I've submitted all the things, so she's going to have to pay that money to Afterpay.
Wow. What a story.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with BLS, that's for sure.
Don't fuck with my business. Like, people can think whatever they want of me. They can think they don't like me or whatever, but don't fuck with me and my business and my money when I'm also running a genuine business. Like, go fuck some massive corporation. Like, go and scam them. Don't scam me.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Oh my
If you're
gosh.
listening, I hope you feel bad. I hope you feel bad. And
Wow.
oh, nah, can't. So anyway, that's what happened in the last couple of weeks.
That is insane. Like I'm sitting in mind blown. Wrap up the episode now. I'm done. Like we can't even move on to our royal flush. I think that is my royal flush of the week, hearing that story.
Wait, we haven't even got to the royal flush.
I know, we've been talking for so long. It's giving close friends vibes today, but that's all right. Let's move on then. Let's talk about our royal flush. What is your royal flush of the week, please? And thank you, Brittney.
That's my royal flush.
Oh, you reckon?
I got scammed.
Oh my God.
My royal flush this week is a video that I actually saw yesterday, and it just got me thinking about something. I'll play it out for you.
Does anybody want to start a family with me and other people too? Strategic family. Don't get in your head about it. It's just to be able to compete with other groups of people. I have my clear renewal coming up. I have my phone bill's like $160 a month. I can't do it. I'm out here by myself, like trying to compete with families and groups of people. I need a subscription alliance. Spotify, Fubo. I can't do it anymore. I need to be on a group plan. I need to start a family. But again, just strategic. Maybe we could go out to dinner every once in a while as a family, or maybe dinner at home. I don't know. I just need to start a family. Does any
Okay, so essentially he's saying he wants to start a family with people, but in a strategic way. And it just got me thinking. And you know what? I think this is a thing because I've read about it on the internet before. But with, you know, how expensive the cost of living is becoming, like rent is fucking through the roof, mortgage repayments are through the roof, bills, groceries, phone, everything. It would actually be so beneficial. And I know it's not the traditional thing to do. Like, you know, we grow up in our little family, we get our home and whatever. But if families came together to live kind of in a shared lifestyle in order to quite literally make it easier for everyone and save money in that kind of way. It's almost like we need to have a block of land and we put, you know, 6 houses on it and 6 families live in those 6 houses. It's kind of giving cult. But you know what I mean?
I'm not sure what I'm sorry. This has gone a totally different way to where I thought you were taking it. So basically, you've discovered the idea of what an apartment building. Like, what are you trying to say?
So what he is saying is like he can't keep doing this on his own. Like his Netflix is this much and his Spotify is that much.
Yeah.
Like let's all come together. And what I'm taking away from what he's saying is like let's do things together. And I've seen people talk about it on the internet before. They have like, is it like
starting a commune?
A commune, yes. So let's say how like good would it be? Just let's think theoretically.
Yeah.
Instead of one family buying one house on one block of land and paying everything, it would actually make so much more sense financially if 10 families come together and buy a big block of land and put all their houses on it, or apartments or whatever. Well, apartments wouldn't really work because it's owned by a strata, but like private land, houses on it, and then everyone kind of shares the costs of those things.
So a townhouse or a duplex.
No! Everyone's paying it together. You're not getting me.
I'm not following. Sorry, because I'm
You're
going.
still caught up on the scammer.
Yeah, you've taken me on so many journeys today. So what you're saying is like 5 families come together, put all their money in a pot, buy a block of land, put all their money in a pot, and build all these houses.
Yes.
But I still don't understand what the difference is between... are you just saying that would be cheaper than if
Yes.
they all bought their own
Yes,
piece of land
yes.
and built their
like
own
if you and I bought one block of land, put 2 houses on it, and then we live in our own little houses, but we're both paying the land rates and paying off the mortgage for that block of land. It works out a lot cheaper than everyone fending for themselves. And that's essentially what I think he's saying in the video. And I think if you actually think about it, that would make so much more sense if people came and teamed together. Groceries, everything, like everyone chips in and it gets spread out evenly. But because it's like more people, paying, it works out cheaper.
But are you saying that that's what he was saying? Or
I
that's
think so.
just,
That's what I gathered from
No,
it.
I don't think that's what he's saying. I think what he's saying is, hey, Britt, you're now the mum. I'm now the dad. Producer Hannah, you are the daughter. And producer Xander from Big Business, you are the son. We are now a family. Let's get the $14.99 Spotify account.
Yeah.
But we're all using the family account, but we're all living our own
he's
lives.
saying he wants people to join in so he doesn't have to keep paying for all like these things. But
Yeah.
it just got my mind thinking too. I have seen families that do kind of come together and make one big family just for the sake of the costs coming down.
Right.
It just got me thinking about that.
Okay, yeah.
And I think it's clever. Let's start a commune cult.
I hate people too much. I can't be that close on one block of land with 6 other families. Can't
But
think
you
of
have
anything worse.
neighbours living fucking next to you already.
But I've never even spoken a word to them.
You don't have to.
haven't.
Like he said in the video, we could maybe have dinner once a week. Like he wants to still be doing his own
That'd
thing.
be nice. But also, but again, I don't think he's saying we all need to live in the same house.
Maybe not.
I
but
think
that's
he's
what I
saying-
took away from it, okay?
I think he's saying we need a family phone plan because mine alone is 160, but a family phone plan's maybe 165. So let's get a
Yeah.
family one and then split the costs between us.
Yeah, I get like he's saying it a bit differently. He wants to like have his own little family kind of thing. But I'm just thinking of like,
You're just so desperate for neighbours.
I am.
You're just so
You know,
desperate
people have
for
been offering
people to
me to
come
move-
over for a wine.
people have been offering that they would like to be my neighbour. And
And
my
they-
neighbour still pisses me off. So. But that's a whole other story. We'll save that for a future episode.
Yeah, okay.
Updates on the neighbours.
Okay, so basically your royal flush is the strategic families, and you think that
I think
starting
that
a
could be a
cult
good
or
thing.
commune...
I think that could be a good thing and like a way of the future with how expensive everything is becoming.
Okay.
Is families coming together, not to actually be in a family, like he was saying, but to help each other out. And I've seen these 2 other girls on TikTok that are Australians. They're living in New York. I've actually met them once at an event in Melbourne. Caitlin and I can't remember the other girl's name. But they're 2 best friends. They live and work together
and
in
they
New
share
York.
all
They
their
share money.
finances, yeah.
So this is another example of that. That's literally an example of that. These 2 besties, they work separate jobs. They're both in marketing. Their pays go into one bank account so that they can help each other out. And so one earns more than the other, but they don't care because it's all about just that support and stability. And people are like, that's fucking weird. And yeah, it is weird and it's not the norm of our society. So anything that isn't normal, people are always going to question me like, nah, that's not right. But they do it to help each other out. And it makes both of their lives easier and better. Yes, there is a lot that could go wrong with that, doing that with your bestie. But like, I get it. And I'm kind of here for it. And families could do the same. Or just even big groups of friends.
Yeah, I just feel like, do you have anyone in your life that you would be able to like do that with?
I almost feel like it would have to be randoms coming together.
Well,
so that
'cause-
there's
yeah.
no like pre-existing
Right.
relationship that
'Cause I
could be
feel
affected.
It's like mixing business and family. Well,
Yeah.
it's like coming in all
Yeah,
together
you have
with
to
your
do it with
finances.
randoms. I think
Very-
that's why that Caitlin and her friend that are doing that together, everyone in the comments is always like, how do you do this? Because they've got that friendship already and that could be detrimental to that. But it could be randoms. I'm just going to start my own fucking town, all right?
It's we've approved in this episode scamming. We've approved cults.
What next?
If this episode isn't the episode to cancel us, I don't know what is. Well, maybe
your-
this next topic might cancel us because it'll be something else to approve. I don't know where we can take this, to be honest, but my royal flush of the week is the fact that but now that I'm saying this out loud, it is quite morbid. But my royal flush is the 2 astronauts who are currently stuck in space.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know all that much about it. But
Okay,
were they
so-
only meant to go there for a little
Yeah,
bit?
they're only meant to be there for a few weeks, and the ship was meant to go up, dock at the International Space Station, and come back down. It's docked at the International Space Station, and it has broken down. And the NASA or whoever has said, sorry, we actually can't come to fix it and repair it until January. So you're stuck up there for 6 months. And now they planned for this. They have more than enough food and
Okay.
water and everything to survive the entire time. They literally just have to sit tight in the rocket ship until January, when they can come and fix everything. And then I think they make their descent back down to Earth in February if all goes according to plan. And whoever goes up there to fix it and whatnot will be able to deliver them more food and everything in case more things go wrong, because God forbid the second one goes up and it breaks down as well.
Okay, so my first thought is, can't they just send a second one up there and they get out of that one, get into the new one, and down they come?
But
just leave the thing up there.
I don't think it's just like a plane where it's like, we're able to just like put
Why
it in
not?
the sky
Put on
today.
your helmet, fucking
I'm-
float out and float back into the other one.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's like they have to work, like they have to build a rocket. I don't think they just have a rocket that goes up, comes down, and then goes again. Like I
Surely
think
they've got a spare one. Send
No,
a blimp
I'm
up
pretty
there.
sure rockets, like I'm dumb, but like I think rockets launch up and then they just like float back down. Like I don't think they come back down to Earth and like land safely. I think you like parachute out of a rocket and it lands in the sea, right? Like I don't think rockets come down again and like hit the ground.
That's a good point. I've never seen a rocket land.
Right! Because I think you shoot up into the sky. Because don't forget, when a rocket shoots up, the rocket shoots up, but then the rest falls away.
Yeah.
And then you're just floating through space. And then I think you just got to like push yourself somehow back.
Because a rocket
to
doesn't
Earth.
land. It's not coming down, then
No.
it quickly turns around and then reverse parks into
No,
its fucking spot.
exactly.
How does a rocket land?
I don't know. But this is the thing. So I
Do
think
rockets land?
I think that they can't just send one up, because I think it takes so long to build them, because no rocket just comes back down and goes,
Surely
we'll
they've got
go
some
again.
spare rockets sitting
I
around.
don't think so. I mean, who knows? Clearly not, if they haven't gone and rescued these people. But anyway, the fact that it's a royal flush, the reason it's my royal flush is not the fact that these two poor human beings are stuck floating through
Surely you
Earth,
would go insane, by the way.
through space. Oh,
Like, I would get cabin fever.
well, this is the thing. They've been doing interviews via satellite back to news stations and stuff. And anyway, what made it my royal flush is there is a video of the two of them that I saw online, and it's a man and a woman. Now the woman is standing there with the microphone, and she is like, "Yeah, we're very comfortable up here. We're having the best time, and we've got
can you
plenty
be
of
having the best
food,
time?
and we're just sitting tight until they can come and rescue us." And he is next to her, fucking shitting himself. He's not coping. He's having a full-blown panic attack. He looks like he's struggling to breathe, not coping with the fact that he's got another 6 months or however long
I would
up
not be
there.
fucking coping either.
Yeah, he's like, well, I think it would be nice. Switch
I
off.
don't
Switch off, have a bit of a relaxating holiday, and,
Matt, imagine knowing you can't go anywhere. You're stuck in this tiny little thing.
Yeah.
You don't even have gravity. Like,
Nice.
It would feel
Oh,
fucked.
I think,
Nice.
that's all I want in life,
No gravity.
The only thing I'm worried about in space is like how does washing yourself work, showering, and also because obviously there's no gravity, but they have I've seen a video where they use like this little, just looks like a little
Sponge?
squeezy packet of yogurt, but it's filled with water, and they just sort of like squeeze it onto
Yeah.
their skin. But I'm like, is all the water just like floating through the air? How do you shower? And also, how are you doing a shit? Because where's that going? Is that just floating past your head? like, do you know what I mean? And God forbid you've eaten some fucked space food and you've got the runs. Like, where's that?
I've seen all the videos, and we can't go down this rabbit hole, but then I've also watched all the conspiracies about those space ship videos and how it's all fake and they're just like in a set and whatever with
Yeah.
no gravity. But they have like a little toilet thing that they go into, and like they put their bum down, and I think their bum covers the whole hole. But what if you're a boy and your willy comes up a little bit, and then
That's
the
the thing,
wee,
it's floating in its own
like
orbit,
the willy
you know?
would float, and then we would be floating. They're swimming in their own piss.
Yeah, it's hard enough to aim as it is, you know. Imagine adding gravity into the mix, Dar.
You could easily piss on your face.
My God. Golden showers 24/7 at the International Space Station. You heard it here first. I mean,
They are swimming in their own poo and wee particles.
yes, that's right. This is what I do. These are the questions I need answered. I don't give a fuck about any of your other stuff that you got going on up there, or the scientific, we're fixing the space station. No, tell me how you take a shit.
My question is like, why the fuck do we need to go up there in the first place? Like,
Right.
there are some things that we just are better left undiscovered.
Yeah.
The ocean floor and fucking outer space.
Yeah.
Why do we need to send people up there anyway?
See, ocean floor I think is scarier than space for me. Ocean
Yeah.
floor, the pressure. I mean, I've dived down like 3 meters and it feels like my head's going to explode.
gone half-
Have you not? Have I literally went into a rock pool at the beach and I put my head underwater and I'm like, oh God, my head, my eardrums are bursting, love. You know, I'm like, I can't imagine going 20,000 leagues under the sea to the bottom where all those fucking ugly fish with their big teeth are like, Like, I mean, it's pitch black darkness. Imagine the feeling of the pressure on your head.
I can't.
Oh my God, ridiculous.
I can't even touch the bottom in the pool at Landon Pool when I was a kid. Tried, can't do it.
That's why space to me, that feels freeing. That get me up there, let me float. I just want to float around.
It would be fun for the first 10 minutes, Matt, but think about it. Like, you would get sick of it after fucking months. I would go in outer space for half a day and I reckon that'd be it for me. Like, I want to get back on
Branson flight.
I want to get back on solid ground.
Yeah.
Half a day. Max.
Is there somewhere we can feel zero gravity? I would like to feel the no gravity aspect.
Too.
I would like to feel what it feels like and just like float for a little bit.
We could get Nova to do it because we've got these rooms here which are quite like concealed already. So we'll just seal them off and then put suck all the gravity.
Yeah. I'd be worried my brain would explode though, sucking all the gravity out. Anyway. That's my royal flush, is that you have to try and find that video if you can of the news article where she's like, yeah, we're going well. And he is like, like standing next to her. He's bright red. He
that would
looks
be
like
you and I. And you're the one that's just like, we're having a good old time.
Well, yeah.
And I'm like, get me out of here.
Yes. Oh my gosh. If this podcast makes enough money, can we fly to space? Like, oh my God. Let's be the first ever fucking podcast to broadcast from space, surely.
Fucking hope, let's do it.
Surely. Fund it. I'm doing a GoFundMe. Scrollers, donate. If all of you donate $1, we'll be nowhere close to the goal, but we'll be well on our way.
All right. Well, that's another episode done and dusted. I'm going to save that for the intro. Never mind what I was just going to say.
Oh, okay.
Say your things.
Oh, well, wait. This is the end of the episode, though, so what are you saving for the intro?
Well, we do the inside scoop. We record our intros at the very end of our records.
Yeah.
So we do all of this that we've just done now. We do this outro and then we do the intro. So I've got something I want to say. I'm going to save. I want it to be a surprise for you too.
Oh, okay. Fair enough then. Fair enough. I forget what I wanted to say here. Thanks for saying. Oh my God. It's your scam story. You've stuffed me up for the day. I'm all wonky. Anyway, thanks for listening to this episode, Scrollers. We bloody love ya. We'll see you on Friday for an episode of Close Friends. Don't forget, we upload every Tuesday and Friday here. Go and join that broadcast channel we were talking about. And don't forget, you can still vote for us for People's Choice at the Australian Podcast Award. So the link will be down below. And I think we need to probably do another bump in the broadcast channel. You get on that after we've done here. But anyway.
I'm the main admin.
Rate us 5 stars. Send us an email if you've ever been scammed. We want to hear what happened there.
Or if you have scammed someone, tell us that as well, please. We will keep it anonymous.
Anyway, Dal, I better let you go. I think there's a sale on at General Pants Co.